Hello there, the Chicago Bears fans. Now, before I continue to discuss about the Bears game, I want to wish everyone out there around the world a very Merry Christmas and, of course, a very Happy New Year. Now, let me continue. I am going to discuss about yesterday's game between the Chicago Bears versus the Cleveland Browns. This game took place in Chicago at Soldier Field. Okay, the Bears won. I'm very, very happy. So that means the Cleveland Browns are 0-15. Okay, the game was very, very sloppy, cold, got some snow, nothing major, but a win is a win. So the Bears are now 5 wins and 10 losses. Wow. And the other hand, like I said a few minutes ago, Cleveland Browns are 0-15. The final score was 20-3. Okay. Mitchell, I cannot really pronounce the name. Peniski, probably said it wrong. Was 14 out of 23, a buck 93, no TDs, no picks. That's not bad at all. Okay. The running game was pretty decent. Jordan Howard was 22 carries for 14 yards. 2.0 average, 2 TDs. I wish they give him the ball more, but whatever. It was very sloppy. What do you expect? That's why they didn't air it out, you know. Mitchell, he ran in for a touchdown. That's good. So it's taking some time, you know. It's a long process, but it's taking some time. But do you think John Fox saved his job? We'll find out next Monday, because next Sunday is the last NFL season. Thank God. It was a awful season for the Bears. And Bears swept the AFC North. Like, they beat Cincinnati. They demolished them. They beat Cleveland yesterday. They beat Pittsburgh Steelers and beat the Baltimore Ravens. They swept in that the division, but they can't sweep or break even in the Bears division. They can't. They can't beat the Packers. They can't beat Detroit, and they can't beat Minnesota. Well, we'll find out if they could beat Minnesota in the last game of the season in Minnesota. That is so pathetic, you know. Well, Cincinnati is not that great. Ravens were not that great, but now they're in the playoff push. Now, when the Bears beat the Steelers, they were not that great. Now they're in a playoff push. So go figure, huh? So most likely we'll face those teams again. Cincinnati, Cleveland, probably this time. One's be on the road, one be on home. Like Cleveland will be on the road, and probably Cincinnati will be a home game, something like that. So I'm tired of facing the team, but Bears, I don't think the both Bears won a division game this season. That is pathetic. I really wish the Bears could win in Minnesota next Sunday. That'd be a big monkey wrench for the Minnesota Vikings. But if the Philadelphia Eagles wins tonight, then they will get home field advantage throughout, you know. I wish Bears kept Jeffrey. He's a great receiver, but he's always injured. Now, how do we know for sure, Bears fans, if he's really injured? Maybe he was faking this whole damn time. So you know what? The Chicago Bears are not going anywhere. And they're not when he was with the Bears. Do you guys remember last year that he says the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl? In his tweet, that's full crap. I guess he's going to say that with his next team, and with Philly. Now, his starting quarterback is out for the year, but they had great defense, you know. Now, back what I'm saying about the Bears. It was not the best game yesterday. A win is a win. And actually, Bears should just dominate. They should put 30 plus points on the board, like they did to the Bengals. But Bengals are a train wreck. Cleveland is a train wreck. It seemed like every freaking year in that division between Steelers or Baltimore for the division. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for the Bears. But I was very surprised that the Packers did not win this year. Thank freaking God. Congratulations to you, Minnesota Vikings. You know, you guys really deserve it. Last year, you guys started off 5-0 and you guys fell apart. This year, it's a different story. They always say defense wins championships. I think this rookie quarterback, he's a lot better than Sam Bradford. I think Minnesota Vikings, if they were smart, dump his ass this offseason. He's a total bust. He was awful with Philly. He's awful with the Minnesota Vikings. Plus, he's always injured. He was injured with the St. Louis Cardinals before St. Louis went to Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? So it's a train wreck. He's a lost cause. They need to let him go, you know? And they got Bridgewater. Maybe he could be the backup quarterback, number 2. And the guy they have now, he's a legit quarterback. But, like I said before, I'm going to say it again. It don't matter what you do in a season. It matters what you do in the freaking playoffs. Now, if I know the Vikings lost a few games in the regular season, that's fine. But in the playoffs, if you lose, you're done. It's one and done. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings have no playoff experience. The Philadelphia Eagles do, you know? But they haven't been in the playoffs in a long time, you know? The Packers have experience, but no playoffs for them, thank God. You know, I cannot stand the Packers. I just root for the Bears, and that really sums it up, you know? I'm going to root for the Bears this coming up Sunday on the road against Minnesota. That'd be a big shocking value if the Bears could win this game, because the Vikings have nothing to play for. I don't think if the Philadelphia Eagles wins tonight, everything's clinched. Home field advantage throughout. So maybe the Vikings will save their key players and rush them into the playoffs. We'll find out. So, do you think John Fox job is safe? We'll find out. I don't think so. I think the management will get the hook and they will fire him. But if they fire him, that means the management is gotta go get another Yahoo, and they gotta start from scratch again. They gotta work on their defense, special teams. But I think John Fox is having patience with his defense, but I don't think upper management, tired of this crap. We have not been in playoffs in a while. We have not competed for the division in a long time. So I think this is to be it for John Fox. If he's going to be fired, who will be a great candidate? Do you think another guy we never heard of? Do you think a guy Bears should pick up, like maybe the return of Chucky? The guy from used to be, he's with ESPN. I guess he might go back to Tampa Bay Buccaneers if the Buccaneers go buy out his ESPN contract. There's a lot of rumors. Bears will never ever get a former Super Bowl winner. They got John Fox, but he never won a Super Bowl before, And I think John Fox can either retire or maybe go as a defense coach, but he will never. That's like a downgrade, But we'll find out. I think Bears upper management is a total train wreck. I'm not gonna give up. They need some receivers. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Tom Brady, he's a Hall of Famer. He don't have the best receivers. The receiver he ever had is Randy Moss. And the other guys were just average guys. He makes them good. So if the quarterback we have now, he can make them legit receivers. But we'll find out. Hopefully this guy's not bust. The quarterback we have. Wait until we have him the full season. This Mike Glennon, he's a freaking bust. He's not no starting quarterback. So we'll find out, I think John Fox and his staff will be fired. So if you like this discussion, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, notification, all that good stuff. I'd be glad when it's Bears season over. It was very, very hard to watch. One more game to go. Maybe Bears could be 6-10, or maybe 5-11. Who knows? So I see you guys and gals next edition. So I have a very Merry Christmas, and once again have a very Happy New Year. I'd be glad when 2017 will be over. I'm looking forward to it. What about you? Thanks for listening. Ciao.